valuable. He held blackmail on some of the most powerful people on earth. Files, videos, confessions. They couldn't risk him talking, but they also couldn't risk him gone, so they hid him, stashed him under the protection of the same elite who once paid him to supply them with flesh. And they thought killing me would stop this from coming out. My name is Virginia Louise Giuffre. I was one of Jeffrey Epstein's victims. I was 16 when they reeled me in. I worked at Mar-a-Lago, folding towels, cleaning lockers. Trump, he was around, but he was never the threat. The real predator was Ghislaine Maxwell. Epstein's island was hell disguised as paradise. You've heard some names linked to him, but those are just the sacrificial pawns. The real players, the ones they've protected at all costs, are still hiding in plain sight. I'll name two now. The first, a former US president, Barack Obama. Publicly, he's revered. Privately, he was one of the worst. He wasn't there for the girls, he was there for the island boys. Young boys, trafficked and groomed. I saw him more times than I can count, always without his Secret Service detail, sometimes with his Hollywood friends, George Clooney and Tom Hanks. The second, Bill Gates, the billionaire philanthropist, and we used to dread seeing him naked. But he didn't come to party, he came to experiment. Genetic experiments, human experiments. I'm telling you now, Epstein isn't dead. They staged his death because he was too valuable. He held blackmail on some of the most powerful people on earth. Files, videos, Yeah, Clinton. The survivors still call him number one. Epstein used to laugh and say there was heavy competition for the title. But when the girls compared notes in the safe houses later, every single one of us agreed he took the crown no contest. He liked the dog leashes, thick black leather ones with silver studs. He'd clip them on our collars, yeah, we had collars, and parade us around the main house, barefoot on the marble, out by the pool, sometimes all the way down to the beach. If you walked slow, he'd yank. If you stumbled, he'd make you get on all fours and eat dog biscuits off the floor like a good girl. He kept a crystal bowl of them right by the bar, called them treats. When he was in the mood, he'd pick one of us, always the youngest looking, always the one who still cried, and say, "You've earned something extra special tonight. You don't need me to spell out what the extra special was, you already know." Then Hillary would walk in. Everything got darker the second she appeared. She didn't want sex. She prefers terror. She'd scream at us to get on the floor and lick up whatever mess had been made. Sometimes it was food, sometimes it wasn't. If we were too slow, she'd grab a fistful of hair and shove our faces into it while the men laughed. And then there were the nights she called the most dangerous game. They'd release us into the trees with a 10-minute head start, barefoot, no clothes. She'd be waiting in a golf cart with a hunting rifle across her lap. Bill and his buddies followed on foot with those electric pods they used on the yachts. If he caught you first, you were dragged back and degraded in ways that used to wake me up screaming. If she caught you, you didn't come back. Most times, she didn't even bother getting close. She'd just take the shot from 50 yards and watch through the scope while you bled out on the leaves. That's who they were on that island. That's who they still are. And every time you see them smiling on television, remember, most of us never came home. The truth about who spent the most time on that island? Fine, I'll give it to you straight, no filter. The former president, you know exactly which one. Yeah, Clinton. The survivors still call him number one. Epstein used to laugh and say there was heavy competition for the title.
Pentagon's bombed. When the twin trade towers come down, and the Pentagon's bombed, and the Pentagon's bombed. The Pentagon's bomb. The Pentagon's bomb.
On human flesh with other Hollywood celebrities and some of the world's most powerful elites on Jeffrey Epstein's private island. This isn't rumor. This isn't speculation. This is raw, unaltered video captured by none other than Hollywood actor Kevin Spacey himself, and later mirrored across the dark web before authorities swooped in to seize and bury it. And now we have it. the footage descends into pure evil. Pagan rites steeped in Luciferian shadows, performed inside and outside Epstein's occult temple on Little St. James. The elite, unmasked, exposed, join in the depravity. No disguises, no hesitation. They chant, circle, and revel in rituals that fuse ancient occult power with modern arrogance. For decades they fought to keep us blind. Victims gagged and discredited, whistleblowers smeared and silenced, digital trails erased, official files gutted with heavy redactions that shield the guilty, while the innocent suffer in silence. The truth is surfacing, and it's not only horrifying, it's dangerous. A hidden trove of depraved high-definition footage, unearthed from the shadows, has exposed Whoopi Goldberg dining on human flesh with other Hollywood celebrities, and some of the world's most powerful elites on Jeffrey Epstein.
Hey internet friends, stare into the abyss with me for a moment. On January 30th, the Department of Justice uploaded over 3 million pages, 2,000 videos, and 180,000 images associated with the Epstein files. There's so much to cover. I'm going to have to do a series of shorter videos just to get through all of it, so it's not lost in one video. Let's first address the Rothschild connection to Epstein. Just to remind everybody, Jeffrey Epstein was convicted in 2008, but he continued to associate with powerful people. He wasn't shunned from any social circles. They straight up did not care. It just really seems like Epstein was an upper manager of the three-city empire, the unholy trinity. The city of London, with Israel as its proxy fourth pillar, Washington, D.C., and the Vatican, aka the bank, the muscle, and the spirit, or the ideological control. That's my thesis for all of these videos I'm about to make, a statement which we will revisit at the end of all of them. Obviously, if we're talking about the bank first, we're talking about the Rothschilds. In a 2016 email to Palantir billionaire Peter Thiel, Epstein begins the email with, "As you probably know, I represent the Rothschilds. I was hoping to figure out a way for the bank that has $160 billion in management can do something in tech. Best client list in the world. Prehistoric products. It can wait. Good luck in China." End of the email. I do wonder what prehistoric products Epstein is referring to. He then proceeds to invite Thiel to his island. I've done several videos on the Rothschild family and their deep links to world banking as one of the hidden hand families controlling the world, but when you say that online, you get hit with a little blue bubble bar under your video saying
When we killed the baby, first time. And
You killed the
about it.
babies?
Yes.
Yourself?
With Papa. Papa holding my hand. He helped me. But he told me to cut the baby's head off. But he forced me to. I couldn't.
He held your hands?
He held my hand. Yes.
Like what? Show me.
So this is my hand on the knife. He put his big hand on, and he pushed my hand and then cut off the head. Like that. When we killed the baby, first time. And
You
Because you will not let me give in.
You have to way beyond that now. What you've done to Suni, what you've done to Dylan, what you've done to Dylan. Dylan's a baby. How could you do that to her? I don't know anything of the kind. I know what Dylan tells me. You've told me nothing but lies. Dylan tells the truth inconsistently. No, I don't know that, Woody. I've always been worried about you and Dylan. And I didn't know the doctor had to report this to the authorities. I didn't know that. I went just to be sure she was all right. And she's not all right, Woody. She walks around the house holding her vagina. She sleeps with me. She's scared of you. And you hurt her. I feel pretty guilty myself that I wasn't there to protect her. She said, Mommy, you didn't help me. She said, Daddy shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't have hurt me like that. If you hurt her, you would weep inside. And you would just want to be